wonderful drama on Netflix. It's called The Diplomat. I don't know if any of you've seen it, but in it is a young, good-looking, black foreign secretary. And I'm pleased to say, on the basis of this morning's reshuffle, we may be about to get, after the next general election, at least a black foreign secretary. I was reflecting on the sort of journey, where so many of us have began. I grew up poor, working class in Tottenham. I grew up with the Irish community. I grew up with the Jewish community. I grew up with Cypriot communities and Asian communities alongside the Windrush that had moved in after the Second World War. That business of working so hard, sometimes doing 2-3 jobs. My father had his own business. He wasn't very successful, but he had his own business and he was self-employed. And you think about those, and the word that comes to mind for me is humble. All of us know how humble those that come to this country from somewhere else and make something of themselves, how humble they are about their achievement. And the Labour Party knows that. And in how we all hang together, it's because of your work. And when we think about not just the challenges that still exist in communities, but the opportunity, the contribution, the success, the aspiration of communities, so much of it comes back to the work of your media. We're now at a stage where I think there are over 1,000 Indian businesses contributing over $1 billion to the UK economy. That is a huge success story that so often would not have been written about in mainstream publications. And it's why, if I get the opportunity to serve as Foreign Secretary, I want to just address a small issue that I announced today, and this is around the remittances. Over £11 billion sent from the UK to communities all over the world. It dwarfs our aid budget, particularly under this government, sent for communities overseas, but still facing sometimes quite excessive charges. I hope that in office we can do something about those fees and those charges. I hope, by the way, that we can, under a Labour government, get back to that commitment of 0.7% in aid going to so many of the poorest around the world, and back to a reputation that this country should have, particularly with communities from the global south. But it's not just about aid. I want to talk about trade. I want to talk about business. I want to talk about enterprise. I want to talk about research and development. I came into this job and there was a discussion about why it was that so many countries in the global south we were vaccinating almost 70% of our population. They had not even vaccinated 5% of their population. And why had they, particularly in the continent of Africa? I don't think that's the right question. The right question is, why can't a country like the UK be more in partnership and give those economies the research and development and innovation and enterprise to manufacture their own vaccines? It's a different conversation, and it's the conversation the next Labour government will get into if we're given that opportunity.